Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. So let's take a look at the Forex markets again. Today, as you can see, there's no dynamic actually on the euro currency. It stands very quiet, and I don't see any reasons today to take a look at the same things that we have discussed in previous few sessions. So let's take a look at something else. So I think that on the New Zealand dollar, it might be an interesting situation. Maybe setup is not ready for trading immediately, but here's a few tricky moments exist that might confuse you if you're trading the Asian Pacific currencies. So actually it's New Zealand dollar, Australian dollar. I know a lot of our members are trading them. So and here on the New Zealand dollar, the interesting and tricky moment stands with the long-term extensions. So actually this is not even the daily, but these extensions you could recognize on even on the weekly chart. And that's why they have the special meaning, especially when the market is standing to it. And it seems at the first glance that market is ready to start some bounce, some reversal, especially when we see some kind of the performance on the euro currency. It's big temptation to start finding something the same on the other currencies. But at the same time, a few moments exist that, well, should you hold from the too fast decisions here. On the New Zealand dollar, actually, we have a long-term standing target starting right from the top. So if you take a look at the weekly chart, this is actually a very significant top. In fact, we are watching for hand shoulders, guys, here. The same as an Australian dollar. And market here is coming to the XOP target. But at the same time, despite that, we have the divergence here, as you can see, very nice looking. Market hasn't quite reached the XOP, which is the 64.70. At the same time, what the tricky moment is, you could build this large ABCD pattern, and you could see that OP already has been completed. As market shows this bounce, so it could be a really big temptation trying to take the long position of this completion of this ABCD pattern. So here's two moments that we need to pay attention to. First of all, these legs you can see really fast, so it's much faster drop than this one. And second, as I said, we have uncompleted XOP. That's why, from the technical point of view, I'd suggest that before any changes will happen here, it's really big chances that market will show some final spike. Maybe it could be final, but it should happen anyway. Whether it will be downside breakout or it will be really preparation for reversal, but another downside action has big chances to happen, as market has to complete the XOP. If, for example, you do not want to wait for that, or you're trading on really high time frames, that is, well, it's 2 points, not really a question to you. Of course, you could consider it possible taking some long positions, but you should place stop anyway somewhere below this target. So this is important moment on the daily chart. And that thing that we could try to consider for possible trading. So first of all, it means that it would be better to stay aside from taking any long positions by far until XOP will be reached. Second, so one of the possible scenarios that could happen here is kind of the butterfly pattern. So because XOP stands pretty accurately between the two extensions, and if market even will try to hit the first one, it's need to do some minor spike down to complete the XOP. So with some volatility around 127 target, around 64.88, this might be enough to complete this destination point. On the hourly chart, this type of action, well, it looks a bit stretched. So if you take a look at the Australian dollar, there you will see approximately the same type of action, but there it stands a bit higher. And some artificial action stands, it seems some really big effort have been made to move market against this sell-off, to erase this sell-off, because it's very big amount of the small candles with the standing tight to each other with any some widening retracements or something of that sort. It just seems like somebody's just pushing slightly higher the market, and the market's coming higher. And with this performance, if we'll take a look at the hourly chart, what we could to consider. First of all, with this ABCD pattern, XOP stands precisely very close to the previous step. So, but at the same time, inside of this channel, we see some exhausting of the upper direction. Well, at least currently it seems so. And it has really good ratios to suppose it like the free drive pattern. Because second drive will be precisely at 127 of the first drive, and third stands right now precisely at the crossing of the 127 from the second and 1618 from the first. This is typical ratio for the free drive, and right here you can see some kind of the bearish engulfing pattern has been formed. So theoretically, if you would like to take the short position, well, you could consider this setup. But anyway, stops should be somewhere above this area. It's just because of the butterfly. So this is just a suggestion where the right arm could start turning down. But real invalidation point, as with all butterflies, stands above the swing of the butterfly. So, taking in consideration all the stuff that we have just discussed, so the untouched XOP, potential butterfly, pairing with some free drive there. So in general, it provides some context, especially with the stop here is not very significant. So here is approximately 66.85. Let's be even the 67, 66.90, while right now we stand approximately 66.64. So 35-40 pips is risk for potential trade with potential destination point around XOP of 64.70. Well, that's, we think, the scenario that worth it is our attention. So maybe somebody will find it interesting.